I'm Hailey.
I'm Sean.
And welcome to Hailey Hates Everything.
I pick a surprise topic.
And I get high and opinionated so we can discuss it together.
So grab a snack and hang out with us for
Hailey Hates Everything. Hello, and welcome back to Hailey Hates Everything. Oh my gosh, you guys. We've been gone for so long. There's so much to share. There's so much to talk about. And I'm frankly excited to be back. But before we get into the shit ton of stuff that we have to discuss, I want to say hello to my co-host, Sean.
Hello.
Welcome back. Are you excited?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I'm looking forward to doing more, all of it.
Awesome. Before we get into, oh my gosh, so many things. We're going to talk about why we've been gone, some changes that we've made that have helped us. We're going to talk about fun things that we did. We're not going to talk about crappy things today. I don't think at all. We're just going to talk about fun stuff. We're also going to have some mini hates. So don't worry, that's coming. And I have a little gift for you at the end of this episode. I put together some impressions that I feel are ready for the public. And I really want to share them with you. It's a gift. Just say thank you for being here. Thank you for still listening to the podcast, even though we've been gone so long. So this episode is a little different than our usual, of course. The one thing that is consistent is that I am fucking high. And I'm really happy to be. We're going to do some little bit of things differently, see what sticks, guys. We're testing it out, right? I'm trying to keep myself in check, mostly, with this new way of being today. We'll see what happens. But I did just want to talk about, guess what? You remember all those times during the podcast when I told you I want to make a t-shirt of that. I want to have some merch. I'm going to put that on a hat. Well, I've done it, you guys. I've made 40 designs. Right now, we have a TeePublic store, so you can get any color of t-shirt. There's all kinds of colors of t-shirt. There are hoodies, there's long sleeve shirts, there's hats, there's stickers, there's magnets. For now, you can go to TeePublic. You can get Hailey Hates Everything merch. You can get all the other shit that I've made too. A lot of funny stuff. Go check it out. It's really cute. And then also, back in December, I was on friend of the podcast, Brandon's podcast, his own podcast, called WNUT Talk, and I'll have a link in the description. If you missed it, you can go check that out too. It was a lot of fun. Sean?
Yes.
You're still here. Why have we been gone so long? What is your take on that?
We just got too busy with just lifing. I don't know.
Lifing. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I see it from a more, depression and anxiety angle, of course, because I was just so overwhelmed with like everything. And even though I was changing as a person, I was putting all the same pressures on myself to be the same thing that I was doing, all of those same things, even though it didn't feel like fully me, or it wasn't like working for me. Like doing the blog and like obsessing about all of that stuff.
Yeah.
It just got to be all too much, like everything. And so we had a lot of like non-work related changes we wanted to make to feel happier, really just to be happier in our lives and to feel like our lives were more aligned with who we want to be.
Yeah.
And we knew that there were changes that needed to be made to get to that point. But we didn't know what all those changes were, and we didn't know how to implement them, and we felt really overwhelmed at the idea of doing that. And like so many things had to take a back seat, and we had to just get back to basics and then start adding things in. And I feel like now, 3 years later, we're finally at a place where we can add this back in, and we let's see, what is the word? I'm high, so I think we look at it differently. At least for me, it's not as pressurized. I'm not, now that I'm different than I was 3 years ago, I don't feel as much pressure to try to be perfect or say the right thing or say it the perfect way or be all of the things, you know? Like
Yeah,
it's the
yeah,
difference
that's good.
between, and I'll use a podcast example. So like doing a sort of watch along or movie thing with Brandon where we'd all talk about our stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
For that, I wanted to pay attention to everything and talk about everything and go through
Oh
everything.
yeah.
And I had my notes and I wanted to make sure that all of my specific notes were talked about. I didn't miss anything. I did, and
Yeah.
everybody else didn't miss anything and they included it. And it becomes overwhelming. I would want to do all of the things and be all of the people and do it perfectly.
Yeah.
Whereas now I know I need to focus on the things that stand out to me
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and what I feel I bring to something. Because I'm not gonna see things the way that you see them. I'm not going to see things the way that Brandon sees them and that kind of thing. And so I need to focus more on how I see things and the things that I focus on and not try to do everything all at once all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's the difference between those two things. Am I perfect at that? No. Do I still freak the fuck out? Do I still have depression and anxiety? Yes. But it's better than it was.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
for sure.
Absolutely.
So progress is being made, and we have progressed to the point that we can record the podcast.
Woo, woo,
We
woo.
really are excited to be back. We've missed you all very much. We've missed chatting with you, and we've talked about it for a while now. So I'm glad that we're at that point. All right, now that you know why we've been gone, we can tell you a little bit about some of the changes that we've made, some of the things that we needed to do, and kind of how they've helped us because it has really been like putting a list together of the things that have happened in the last 3 years. It's just mind boggling because I feel
Yeah.
like we are so different than we were. I mean, even last year, even this time last year.
Yeah.
So it was crazy to think, wow, that was just 3 years ago that we sort of started this whole changing things
Yeah.
for the better kind of. I don't know what to call it. Like glow up sounds too superficial, you know? We just want to feel more aligned with who we want to be and who we are. And there were various things that were holding that back. But one of those things was we were sleeping like shit. We
Definitely.
would go to bed so late
Yeah.
and it'd be so hard to get up, especially for you, because you'd have to go into work or, to
Yeah.
think of how shitty we felt before
Yeah. Yeah.
and how
For
much
sure.
better we feel now
Mm-hmm.
is a banana. So that was the first thing. It was just like try to go to bed at a decent time, try to get up in the morning so you can get shit done and not feel like shit. We really focused on going to bed at a
Mm-hmm.
consistent time, getting up at a consistent time, um, regardless of
Yeah.
anything that was happening, and just being really consistent with that. And it got to a point where we've been like sort of getting up and going to bed with the sun in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
And that's been really nice. I actually have really enjoyed, I've never been a morning person, but I really enjoy getting up to be able to see the sunrise. I,
Yeah.
lately, I have not been getting up that early, but I like getting up early and having those quiet times in the morning. And I make my rounds and feed my wildlife friends, which we'll talk about later. But it is just wild to have a consistent bedtime mostly
Yeah.
and get up with the sun and all of that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of nuts, like how much you don't realize how important it is because you're just like constantly like I'd have like tons of caffeine and sugar every day
Yeah, you're
to
constantly covering up or like
yeah
making up for the lack of sleep and really not having time to decipher that it is the lack of sleep.
yeah
And then that led to us having more energy
mm-hmm.
because we were then sleeping decent. What a what a novel thought. And so we started hanging out in nature more. We'd go for walks around the neighborhood and even
Yeah.
in the woods near our house. and that it was just nice to be amongst the trees. That's really what pushed us, is like we just want to be in nature. We want to be
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah.
We want to see the animals. We want to see the trees. We want to see the plants. And that's what we're going to focus on, because we do need regular movement and we
Yeah.
do need nature time. That's really helpful for mind and body.
Mm.
But the movement was hard to work in when it felt like a punishment,
Mm.
or when you look at it as a punishment, or
Yeah. Yeah.
like, oh God. And when I was a child and well into my 20s, I was constantly pushed to move and exercise and do stuff to lose weight, because it was supposed to be
Yeah.
fixing myself or proving I'm a good fatty, because I'm trying not to be a fatty, which is, such bullshit.
Yeah.
But it was so ingrained in me as a child, because exercise was always used as a punishment for me. And even when it was supposed to be fun, like walking on the beach, my mom was constantly like, suck in your stomach, go walk in the deepest sand. You don't get to play in the water, like, so I would lose weight.
Yeah.
So it was also really hard for me when we started making these changes to come from a place of knowing that some of these changes we make could result in me losing weight, but that wasn't the intention, and that wasn't something that I wanted to focus on.
Yeah.
And to come at it from a place of, it's joyful movement. Really, we want some movement, but we want to be outside and see the birds. And I think that really helped kind of turn things around. It made it more fun. It made it less of a punishment, as I tried to deal with working through those initial feelings about like it
Yeah.
being annoying and frustrating.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now it's something that we love.
Mm-hmm.
So
Absolutely.
and that got us into, we tried boxing. That was really fun.
Yeah. Yep.
And actually the VR, if you guys have a VR thing,
Yes.
I don't know how many people have VR headsets, but if you've got one of those, the games on there, oh my, they're actual real fucking exercise, y'all.
Absolutely.
And there's two that I really, really love. One is you are in a like Viking ship, and you're hitting these drums to get the Viking ship to go fast. You're basically racing, right? And you're drumming the shit. Oh man, you drum the shit out of that thing. You're sweating by the end of it. It's great.
It's kind of like Guitar Hero, where it's like you got to hit the different
Yeah, you gotta
notes
hit
and
the notes at the
different
right
drums and
time.
stuff.
And then what is the other one called?
Oh, synth riders.
Synth writers. And that one, like Beat Saber to me, is a little bit more like complicated and
Yeah.
frustrating. They do a lot of tricky woo stuff where they switch things around or flip them, and it's just it's too much. But Synth writers, that one's sort of like it, but it's easier in a sense that it's not as tricky, and you're not using it. The other one, you have sort of a lightsaber that you're hitting stuff with, and this one is more you have balls at the end of your hands.
Yeah.
And I just feel like it makes more sense to the movement,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
in that it's easier for me. But it is still, it's a workout. You're squatting, you're standing, you're
Yeah.
moving around, you're punching, you're flipping your hand around, you're doing all kinds of shit, and it's really fun. They've got loads of different songs. There's
Yeah.
even like
For
a
sure.
Britney Spears one.
Oh yeah, that's
There's the
right.
weekend, and there's like a
Mm-hmm.
90s thing, and all kinds of stuff. So that's a really good workout. We've really enjoyed that, especially when it's rainy or cold outside. Oh, we started smoking CBG. That was one of the other things
Oh
that
yeah.
that we started in the very beginning.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
And
definitely helped.
why did you initially get the CBG? Do you remember?
I found a particular company that made a CBD strain that we used, and then they also had a CBG strain. I looked more into it, and it seemed like it'd be helpful, especially for stress and inflammation.
Yeah, it has a ton of benefits,
Yeah, yeah,
really
for
amazing
sure.
benefits. And I didn't really like look into all the benefits until after I started noticing a change, because I felt like
Yeah.
we felt good when we smoked the CBG and CBD together. They're
Mm-hmm.
both really helpful.
Yeah, for sure.
But for me, I feel like CBG really helped start to balance out my body, like
Yeah.
on the inside. I really do. I feel like it helped our metabolism. It helped our bodily functions. It helped us sleep. It helped us feel, pretty good, like not in pain or anything when we were doing stuff. And I it
Yeah.
feel it helps mentally too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just sort of balance everything in a way.
Yeah.
Getting enough sleep and smoking CBG were the first two things that we did differently.
Yeah, true.
And I feel like the CBG played such a big part in helping us maybe transition to those changes as well. It's more noticeable in me, I guess, because I would have really low lows,
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
uh, and decently high highs, but really low lows.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think you said even last year sometime like the low lows aren't as low as they
Yeah,
used to be.
absolutely.
And I do feel like CBG helped with that. They don't last as long, the depressive
Mm-hmm.
episodes,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like my anxiety is a little easier to manage. I don't feel like the depression's easier to manage. It's just not, maybe not as frequent as it
Mm-hmm.
used to be.
Yeah.
And also, all of that stuff is always in my head all the time. It just doesn't always manifest in its worst form all the time. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, yeah,
sometimes, a lot of times, I guess I can manage it somehow,
yeah,
but sometimes I can't, and then it becomes too much.
yeah, yeah.
That's when I lose my shit. Just a little bit.
And one of the other things we worked on was our guts.
Guts. Such a funny word.
More specifically, just the actual gut, the, I don't know, all the intestines, all that kind of jazz, where all the essentially, a lot of the bacteria is that helps digest all your food and stuff. So just getting all that kind of in order, because I had a little bit of diverticulitis or whatever.
Oh, that's right. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh. Was that 3 years ago?
it was December of 2022. I had a little bit of diverticulitis, which is like just like a small, well, mine was a very small hole
I
in
was
my.
gonna say, what's a little bit of diverticulitis? Don't you just have diverticulitis no matter like what the size of the hole is?
I guess so.
I
Yeah,
mean, I'm sure there's extreme cases, but it's not like I got a little bit of that,
yeah,
you had it. It was a thing.
yeah. I guess so. They called it like a micro tear or something. I don't know. Something.
Yeah.
So it sounded real small to me. So,
Yeah.
but in any case, it's yeah, like a hole like in your
Guts.
in your guts. Basically, one of the things that came out of learning more about that and everything is that the fact that like a normal American diet usually doesn't have enough fiber
Mm.
for what we're usually getting from wherever. So a big thing was just adding a lot more vegetables and fruits, and then even just some like fiber powders in our coffees and stuff like that have also helped. Another thing we learned investigating this stuff too was it even helps the order of stuff that you eat your food. So if you have
Mm-hmm.
your vegetables first and then your proteins and then your carbs, you're essentially setting everything up to get digested better, and how it affects your blood sugar and even how full you feel and everything. The fiber from the vegetables is what so much of your bacteria is hungry for. Even those like the Ozempics and stuff, the thing that they do to make you think you're hungry is essentially mimicking this hormone that your bacteria puts off when it has enough fiber.
We kind of started doing these things all in the same summer, essentially.
Yeah, yeah.
We also put mushroom extract
Oh, yep.
and collagen powder in our
Mm-hmm.
coffee. And
Yep.
so those things I feel are helpful. We also started taking probiotics, which we weren't really doing before.
We should see if we get seed.com as a sponsor.
Oh, man. Seed.com.
Yeah.
Prebiotics, probiotics,
Yeah, yeah.
guts. Another thing that's really helped me the last 3 years, and I really want to talk about my beautiful, wonderful backyard animal friends. When we started spending more time in nature, I started making intentional time to go in the backyard or stand in the doorway of the back door and hand out peanuts to squirrels. and birds. And also bunnies love seeds and carrots, so
Mm-hmm.
I have made a lot of friends, many, many friends. Most of them squirrels. There have been bunnies. Last summer, Sabrina the bunny was here every day, and I got to sit with her under our tree and eat carrots with her and talk to her. She's lovely. And I do want to give a shout out to my dearly departed Sideways. She was such a
Oh,
wonderful girl. She's a squirrely girl, and she had a wonky eye.
yeah.
One was higher than the other, and so that's why
Mm-hmm.
we called her Sideways, because she always turned her head to the side. The last time I saw her was January 1st of this year, and I really, really miss her.
Yeah.
Because I talked to her every day. She let me pet her. She was the fucking cutest little thing. She's so sweet, and I really do miss her. But I do have a memorial garden for her outside now, so I have some flowers and stuff. But
Yeah.
I miss her very much. And then I also want to shout out Scrubby Jay. Scrubby Jay is a California scrub jay. He is my bird king. I fucking love him. And there's actually, you can get a Scrubby Jay t-shirt on in our
Mm-hmm.
T Public shop. And the picture of the bird on the t-shirt is actually Scrubby Jay.
Yeah.
So I just want to point that out. But he's amazing. And I taught him to catch peanuts in the air. So
Yeah.
he'd land on the house or even on the ground, and I'd throw them up in the air, and he would fly up and catch them. And then one summer he brought I'm guessing his son. This is what we're going with.
Yeah.
I called him Junior, and Junior learned how to catch peanuts in the air, and
Mm-hmm.
I taught Junior as well. Um, and I haven't seen them in a couple of months now, I guess. And so, well, I haven't seen Junior for a while, but I haven't seen Scrubby Jay for a month.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's very upsetting, but it is spring. There's a lot less birds.
Yeah.
We've realized pattern. We're going to talk more about the yard, but we've realized patterns in the animals. So while I'm pretty sure that Sideways is no longer with us, I feel like Scrubby Jay might show up in the summer because they usually peace out to go fuck and do their baby thing.
Yeah.
Spring fever. And then he shows up and he's probably going to have a child with him. And then I get to teach that child how to catch peanuts. And so I'm very excited about that. But
Yeah.
um, the animal friends have been such a huge thing for me, taking photos of them and just like watching them. They bring so much joy. They're such beautiful creatures. I love collecting
Yeah.
feathers. They'll leave me feathers. We have a crow couple now. And actually,
Mm-hmm.
lots of couples and lots of babies love to come to our yard. It's a safe space, and everyone knows it. And we call it the community center. And I'm pretty sure I've talked about it before, but maybe not to this length. I don't know how hardcore we were getting into it.
Yeah.
Thackeray was the first squirrel that I really made friends with. He'd come and take peanuts from my hand.
Yeah.
I could sit and talk to him for a while. He was a darling. And Thackeray, I don't know what happened to him, but they come and go, and it's been really, really hard for me because I'm someone who, I don't want to cry. I find it hard to let go of things.
Yeah.
And in all of the changing that we've done, yeah, there are body changes. And so we've had to go through our clothes and get rid of stuff. And that's really hard for me too,
Yeah. Yeah.
to say goodbye to like versions of me.
Mm-hmm.
um, so it's just really hard. It's still like a process.
Yeah.
Um, and the precious animals are really hard to let go of too. So
Absolutely.
that's no different. And I love having them around, and I want to be a fucking Disney princess. So I wish they could tell me, hey, we're gonna be gone for a couple months. We'll be back.
Yeah.
Uh,
Come by with their little suitcases.
I know, right? I could see them off.
The
I could
dad
give
one's got his little fedora on, like.
yes. I could give them little sandwiches. Oh my god, they'd be so cute. Beyond that, just being more self-aware and
Mm-hmm.
learning more of our triggers, both individually and as a couple,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
kind of working through those things slowly but surely. It's a lot of change. It's exhausting. It's a lot. I don't think I
Absolutely.
regret any of the
No.
changes that we've made. It's fucking hard.
Mm-hmm.
Most of those people don't do it.
Yeah.
But I also want to remind people that if you're trying, you're already ahead of the game.
Yeah,
Most people
absolutely.
do not try. They don't.
Mm-hmm.
It's too hard. It's too complicated. They don't want to face the shit they need to face. There's so many reasons. Most people do not try. They don't. They will not. They refuse to do it. So
Yeah.
I'm for reals. If you're trying, you're already doing pretty good. So, like, try not to be too hard on yourself. And I say that knowing I'm really hard on myself. Um, but again, if you're trying, pat yourself on the back because most people don't.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's really important.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to talk about some fun things that we've done in the last 3 years. Uh, so one of the things that, all of our changes led to was also making our house more for us.
Yeah.
Because we bought this house, a while ago. 2013? Yeah. We bought the house in 2013. We moved in the summertime, and 2 months later, I found out I had thyroid cancer. So we really had to focus on that, and then we focused on doing fun shit before we die,
Yeah,
like
basically.
going on vacations and
Mm-hmm.
going to the beach and seeing shows and things and all of that. And so now we're at a point where we feel like we can make the house and our yard more something that speaks to us, that goes with our lifestyle, that's something that we like to look at. We
Mm-hmm.
don't like plain old white people, white supremacy lawns with 1 inch grass that can only be like this and blah, 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 blah. Fuck yo shit, bitch. That's what I have to say about that. No, baby, we put down
Oh
clovers.
yeah.
And we have the most fucking gorgeous. I'm obsessed with our yard right now. I used to hate our house. I really did. I mean,
Yeah.
it is old.
Yeah.
It's from the 1980s. It needs work. It's not near perfect. But I used to hate it. It didn't speak to us.
Yeah.
And the yard was oh god, there was so much ivy. There were so many bullshit bushes everywhere. It just was not usable space.
Yeah, I know.
And it was really frustrating because we have a really beautiful big yard,
Yeah. Yeah.
but we need more room in the house. And so then there's that process of, okay, now we have to get rid of things. And that's really hard for me. And then we moved on to, now let's make the yard what we want it to be. And so we've been working on both the inside and the outside of the house at different seasons of time.
Yeah.
But what started that for us was to work on our bedroom. I mean, it's a place that you want to feel comfortable and serene in,
Mm-hmm.
and you spend a lot of time there if you're lucky. And we wanted to get more sleep. So that was a big part of it. And we wanted it to feel like a really comforting space that really spoke to us. It was dingy. It
Uh,
had like a gross, like peach colored off white paint that was dirty on the bottom. It didn't
yeah,
look
it did
good, you
not look
guys.
good at all.
And we just needed some refresh. We record in our bedroom because the sound is better here. Um, but last time we recorded in here, the bedroom was completely different.
Yeah.
And it's like, whoa, it wasn't that long ago, but it seems like a really long time ago.
Yeah, I do.
So we went with dark green. My theme was Fairy Fuck Palace. And truthfully, that kept me on theme.
Yes.
And so we went with shades of green. We went with dark green for the walls. I made a canopy that has lights
Mm-hmm.
in it, and it has ribbons and crystals hanging down and ferns and a drapey curtain like all around it, fabric that has leaves, sparkly leaves and stuff. So I made that for the corner. It's like a little reading nook, a little sexy nook, whatever you want it to be.
Mm-hmm.
We got new mattresses. We got adjustable beds. We are adjustable bed age. And we got the split king. So I have a firm mattress and he's got a squishy mattress.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that works well for us.
Yeah.
We sleep well. Of course there's sparkles and stuff, but it's such a huge change, and it made us feel so proud,
Yeah.
and it made this room such a more peaceful place.
Mm-hmm.
Like I hated coming in here before. I
Yeah.
hated the way it looked.
Yeah.
And now it's one of my favorite rooms in the house. Probably the favorite room, actually, because the rest are a mess and I got to work on those. But we got plans for all the other ones too. We just got to get to it.
Yes.
But it has been such a huge change and just so helpful for our mental um space
Yeah.
to have a place that we do feel represents our likes now, which is nature. And there's like dripping ferns, and we put some landscape photos up from our trips and some artwork and stuff, and it just feels like a nice cozy dark little cave. So the following summer, I ended up painting birch trees all down our hallway, and those are fucking awesome. And now
Yeah,
I want to
they
put
turned out
them
really good.
everywhere. So we're gonna wrap it around, and in the living room, one of the walls is gonna be tall ass birch trees.
That'll be cool.
I'm so excited about that. We just have to get to that point. So now, then that started to think, oh, we could do this. Oh, we could do that. And so now we're gonna do his office. We're gonna do my office.
Yeah.
It's mostly painting right now. We can afford all the other good shit, but painting makes a huge difference.
It really does.
So like if you can do one thing, paint your shit. And actually, if you want to feel posh, paint the door. Because we did our dark green walls, and then we had white doors with the white trim. And it was a lot of white. We wanted it darker because we wanted it more cave-like. So we painted the backs of the doors dark green, and it's awesome. I love it. I think it's one of our better choices. Yeah. We also painted the ceiling, which is a lighter green.
Yeah.
Because I didn't like the white. I don't like white walls. It makes me feel institutionalized.
Institutionalized?
Institutionalized. I know it's forgetting a letter. Institutionalized. Because also growing up, I had to move around a lot, and so all the time, if you're selling a house or you're renting, you can't put shit up.
Yeah.
And it would be white walls, and it made me feel like an insane person. So I can't do white walls, and I can't do white ceilings either. Really, I would rather them be painted.
Yeah.
Even do clouds. Do a sky with clouds.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do in the kitchen, actually.
Oh yeah,
on this kitchen ceiling, because we've got a low ass kitchen ceiling. Yeah. I can touch it. And so I want to do clouds on it with sparkles. Ooh, I want to go all out. See, I'm talking about making the house your home and doing what speaks to you. So that's what we're working on. We did a ton of yard work, which I have kind of touched on. We started ripping up. What?
Yeah, it was a ton of yard work. It was just so much.
Dude, it was so much. I'm talking trimming every fucking tree.
Yeah.
I am talking from the ground up. From the ground up. Everything was overgrown. There was ivy on everything. There were blackberries every fucking where.
Yeah.
I think you still have scars on your arms from the blackberries. It was bananas, y'all. And we pushed last year, and we got a garden in the ground.
Yeah.
So we become gardeners as well. We even have a little greenhouse now. This is our garden's second season. We already have squash in the motherfucking ground. Oh, yeah. We already have herbs growing. We already have strawberry flowers. Mm-hmm. So our garden is doing really well. We've been really happy with those things. We put clover in the front yard. It is a gorgeous, oh my God, it's a gorgeous field of red clover flowers.
Yeah.
Like the ombre of these flowers, you guys. It's pink to magenta to red, and they're so fucking gorgeous. And there are bees everywhere. There was butterflies today. Mm-hmm. It's fucking fantastic. Yeah. And guess what? We have standing stones in the front yard, and I didn't fucking know that. I didn't know all those stones were over there. I thought it was like 2. So now we've got all of that. We're putting flowers in. It's fantastic. So it's a really much better place to be.
Yeah.
And spend time in. And we've got shady trees, and we appreciate them more. Well, we wanted to take a little strain break because I wanted to talk about the weed strains. I just wanted to mention up front what I'm smoking in each episode, because we've also really gotten into weed. Okay. I think that was obvious previously. I do get high and talk about things. But we really like the scientific aspect of it, which I think we've talked a little bit about before. Sniffing them, they smell different. They have different
Yeah.
properties. It's really fucking interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't just smell like skunk when you get up in there. I used to think it was just ew, gross. It smells nasty.
Yeah.
Sometimes it do, but sometimes it smells real nice. A
Mm-hmm.
little citrusy. I don't know. There's just all kinds of different notes in it. A little more earthy
More
sometimes.
pine,
Yeah, yeah.
peppery.
Yeah, it's very interesting. And usually the ones that have certain benefits will have those same like smells
Yeah.
and stuff. Today I'm smoking a nice little layered mix of Skywalker, my favorite. Okay.
Skywalker OG.
Skywalker OG. I'm sorry, they have technical names like unicorn piss. That was one. That was one I tried a long time ago. Skywalker OG, that's my favorite. We're also trying, I mixed in some Acapulco Gold, which is a sativa, mostly sativa, it was really popular in the 1960s, and it's
Yeah.
supposed to be energizing and uplifting. And then I mixed in a little bit of purple octane, and that one's a little more giggly and more talkative, which
Yeah.
we needed for the podcast, right? And I think it's a nice mix. I like it. Brought to you by weed, baby. All right, on to back to our fun things. Um, in between all of the changing, there's also been some bullshit that I'm sure I'll talk about later. Crap happens. It is life. We've also seen a lot of comedians. We've gone to some shows. We love stand-up
Yeah.
comedy.
Yeah.
And so I had a list of the comedians that we've seen for the last 3 years. Starting on my birthday when 2024. We saw Connor O'Malley. He's insane. We went to Dinosaur Improv, which normally I don't like improv, but Pauly Shore has this improv group, and we went to see them, and it was really fun. We had a great time. We saw Kamel Nanjiani, which he's awesome. We saw James Adomian, who is fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
and we also saw Kyle Kinane. We saw him in the same month. That was a good month for comedy.
Yeah.
One of our favorite podcasts is called How Did This Get Made? We went to one of the live shows. We saw River Butcher and Guy Branum. Dave Keckner, he was bananas.
Yeah, he was bananas.
He's an actor, but he's also really funny. But I've never seen him do stand up.
Yeah.
And when I met him last, it was when I was doing the local news lifestyle show. He was one of the guests the same day I was on, and he was doing a cooking segment. He was fucking hilarious, and he was so nice.
Yeah.
He was so cool. He took a picture of both of us.
Yeah.
Really nice dude. So I wasn't really sure what he was going to be like stand up. I just know that he's funny in the times that I've seen him, and I love him on The Office.
Yeah.
And so he has a very dry way, like almost matter of fact way of delivering. So at first you're not sure if he's being for real or not. And he's a very tall white man and he was in like boots, and he just seems like you're not really sure what kind of person he's gonna be. Is he a good one or is he a bad one? And some of the shit he was saying was kind of in the middle, and then you're like, what? And so it took a little bit to get used to the way that he delivered the jokes and the way he was joking around. But it was fun. Also, Reese Nicholson, he's from Australia.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, a little delight. Michelle Buteau, love her. We had good, really good seats for that one. We had like fourth row on the side, and nobody sat next to me, and we could spread out. We were the only people in the row. It was great.
Yeah.
She's awesome. And then we most recently saw Pauly Shore. And we were in the front row for that, and he kept pawing on my hair. I got to say, that was funny, dude, in his mic twice. He leaned on me. The weasel put his weasel on my elbow. Like I felt his dick on my arm, you guys. And that was so trippy. Like I used to watch this dude's movies when I was a teenager. And now he's leaning on me and pawing on my hair. That's crazy. But he was nice. He was very anxious. He was, he's a little weird. But he was cool, and he was really nice to stay and take pictures with everybody after. Yeah. And it was fun. It was crazy.
He had his cute dog there with him.
Yeah, he had his cute dog. Was it Buster? I can't remember his dog's name, but his dog was very sweet and gave me a kiss on the hand while we were taking the photo. it was a good time. We've had a really lovely time laughing at all these people. They're hilarious. Also, I've seen Joe McIntyre twice, you guys. You know, I love me some new kids, and I love me some Joe McIntyre. He's my favorite. He's the best new kid. Love him. And I think it was right about the time that we recorded the last podcast episode, we went to Seattle and saw him. We ran into him at Pike's Place. I said hello. I played it so cool, you guys. I was like, yo, Joe, we'll see you tonight. And I waved at him, and he waved at me and smiled. And we were trying to be so cool. And I was like, I want to run after that man and give him the biggest hug and tell him how I adore him. And I want to stare into his eyes. But I leaned against the wall, and I was just like, yo, what's up, dude? And I was so proud of myself. You don't know. Like, you have no clue. Okay? Because 8-year-old me would have been like, what the fuck, dude? I would have freaking out. But he's so sweet. And we got to meet him. We knew we were going to meet him and get a picture with him that night anyway. So I didn't want to be greedy. But I should have, because the photographer was shit at the VIP. Yeah. And our photos were like fucked.
Yeah.
And it was really upsetting to everyone involved. Anyway, it was nuts. And so we weren't sure what to think of the Joe show that we just went to a few days ago. It was a no phone show, so I don't have anything to show you for it. But it was great.
Yeah, fantastic.
It was great. Joe, amazing. Joe's voice, amazing. His voice is so much stronger than it used to be. His energy is wonderful. He was more relaxed because there's no phones. There's nobody up his ass all the time. The crazies were more subdued. But it's a mix of people that's kind of weird to me because it just isn't the same. The Joe show, it was great. I fucking love Joe. But the atmosphere surrounding really New Kids related things for me right now is conflicting.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't feel the same, and there's like a lot of grief in that. We did go to a free Debbie Gibson show at a casino, which was a fucking nightmare. Not Debbie, she's great.
Yeah.
But the kinds of people that go to a free show at a casino in the middle of Washington, not the type of people you want to go to a show with, okay? These were like just fucking trash people that this is their big night out. That's who goes to the casino over there. And I just wanted to see Debbie Gibson. And we didn't learn our lesson, because then we went back to that same casino just this year to see fucking Boy George. Now, Boy George is great.
Yeah.
Gorgeous makeup, fantastic rhinestone
so
clothes.
Much fun.
He's awesome. He's so funny. He's real chill. It was great to see him perform. His band was awesome.
Yeah, the band was amazing.
The band was fantastic. The background singers were great. It was a great show. But again, the people at the show.
Yeah.
And oh dear God. Do we just want to mention the pedophile with the weird jean jacket? This motherfucker, the greasiest motherfucker, he had on the Canadian tuxedo, but the jean jacket had all this shit on it. Patches of bees, strips of rhinestones, iron-on words that said, "Real G's move in silence like lasagna." That's what it said. And I was like, what the fuck? Is he into Garfield? I don't know what's going on here. Also, loafers, no socks, this guy.
Ooh, yeah.
It was absolutely disgusting. To make it worse, he had this tiny little Asian chick with him who sat in his lap the whole fucking show. And this guy had to be in his 60s, okay?
Yeah, for sure.
It was actually disgusting. It was so disgusting, I wrote to the casino about it later.
I hate this. Only a little.
Many hates.
So, these are kind of a little bit faster, quicker hates instead of like the long hates that we have during a normal episode.
I can do it either way.
For the first of our mini hates, I have down here just the phrase gluten friendly.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because it's such a dumb way to state that. Because the gluten isn't friendly to the person looking out for the gluten. even though you feel friendly towards the gluten because you want to eat it because it's good.
Yeah, yeah.
And so when they say gluten friendly menu, to me, that means gluten all over the motherfucking place.
Yeah, yeah.
Not this is okay for people who need to be gluten free. Like, who thought that gluten friendly
Yeah, yeah.
was something to say? So dumb. So dumb. Hate it.
All right, that's what I figured. Um, yeah, been seeing this more frequently. Public phone calls, like on speakerphone, just like anywhere.
I hate it. It's the same as someone listening to their music out loud in public.
Yeah.
Like that dumbass listening to Justin Bieber when we were hiking in Glacier National Park.
Yeah.
I wanted a bear to come out. There's the people who are selfish and only care about what they're doing. So they want to have this phone call and they need to talk to this person. And it's the only time they can do it when they're at the park walking to work or whatever the fuck. Well, you can wear earphones. Like those also have microphones and then you can talk that way. It's better for you to look like a nut job talking to yourself than to have a public phone conversation. I mean, I usually listen because I'm nosy. And
Yeah.
also, I want to give them dirty looks to shame them into not doing it. And if I can be like, she's right, if and be annoying, then
Yeah,
I just might
comment on the call.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, you want everyone to hear this, so I'm gonna comment on it too if I need to.
Yeah,
It's in my back pocket.
Yeah, that's good.
So
I don't know how specific this one is to my family, but
okay.
yawn shaming.
Have we talked about this before?
I don't know.
Oh, maybe we haven't. Oh, you know what? I talked about this with Brandon.
Oh,
But okay, if you haven't heard that, then let me tell you again. It's when people do the thing where someone yawns and they're like, "Oh, don't do that. Oh, you're gonna make all of us yawn. Oh, we're all tired, aren't we?"
You started it now.
Yeah. Now everybody's gonna do it. Yeah, they just might. Because they say if you see someone yawn and you don't yawn as a response, you're a psychopath. This is a thing.
Yeah.
It's just a natural response that, someone who's not insane usually has towards another person.
Yeah.
So yeah, it just automatically happens. And guess what? We're all tired because we're all stressed out about all the bullshit that's happening all the time. So like, just yawn, just to like, it usually is your mom. But also, like, when she goes to potty, I don't comment on it when, "Oh, did you go potty? Oh, la la la." I don't comment on that either. Like, it's just, the only thing that I would comment on is if someone farted and I would be like, "That's disgusting. Don't do that in public," So, which your mom also does. So, either you're a psychopath or you're not. Like, we don't need an extra commentary on every fucking thing.
It took a while before we came to an agreement on this one.
Okay.
And it was me turning off the light before we go to sleep. Where it got to the point where it is now, where I go like, turning off the lights.
Oh, okay.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, let me explain to the people. So, usually Sean's bedside lamp is on before we go to bed. Once we get in bed, say goodnight, yada yada, and then he'll reach over and turn his light off, or maybe he will before he gets in bed, whatever. But this lamp has 3 settings and it's super fucking bright. And at night, if a light is too bright, I get really angry. And even during the daytime. But at night, it just hurt. It physically hurts sometimes. And yeah, you used to just like reach over and do it and blind me. There was no warning that you were going to turn your light off, and there's 3 settings to go through.
Yeah.
You can't just skip that part.
It goes from dim up to brightest. So like we get in bed with it on dim, and then to turn it off, I got to hit it like 3 more times, and it goes brightest, and then turns off.
Yeah, and so he would just do it randomly and blind me. And I was like, please warn me so I can like shut my eyes or look away or something. Because now you've disturbed my whole sleep routine. And now I've seen bright light and now it's upset me and now I'm more awake than I was just 2 minutes ago.
But there was like a path to getting to what I
Oh,
do now, because
yeah.
at some point it was
There's
like
always a
I was
path.
like, okay, I'm turning off the light, but then maybe like I might
Because you hesitate.
I might have to roll over or something, It might not be immediate,
Mm-hmm.
and then she'll
If you
open her
say you're
eyes
gonna
again.
do it, you should do it. So yeah, now you have to count. It's a countdown. I'm aware of it. I make sure I close my eyes. I usually just cover my whole face with my arm now, so I don't even see the light. But yes, it was a path, and I'm glad you got there. I appreciate that.
This last mini hate, I don't know. It might be more of a long hate.
Okay, well, we might have time. I don't know.
Uh, it's the current state of boy bands doing songs about being old, or about kids, or having sad songs, or even like
Have I said all these out loud?
I think so. And then there's also almost a new category, which is just cringe.
Man, it's hard to know what fits in what category. Because here's the thing. It's like I said earlier in the show, and I'm not going to get into every aspect of this right now. Maybe that can be a future episode. You know what would be nuts? If we had an episode called Hailey Hates Boy Bands where I talked about the state of boy bands right now.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be fucked up to hear? Haley hates boy bands? No, the fuck she doesn't. But sometimes it's really difficult to be a boy band fan. From jump. I've been a fan of boy bands since I was 8 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll let you guess how long that is. You can do the math because I'm high. But it's been a while. And it's always been difficult. There's always difficult aspects. But it's really complicated right now. But as far as like the songs, then Westlife, they have another greatest hits album coming out. It's like their fourth greatest hits album. It's all the same songs on every album. You know, like there's just one more hit every ever many years. Did I still pay the $20 to get the tariff cost to get the import? Yeah, I did. It's coming at the end of this month. Because it's Westlife and I love them. But there's 3 new songs. One is like a pub song, like you're at a Irish funeral and everybody's having a pint. But it's about someone dying and like being at a fucking funeral. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's about like I should live my life and I should have had fun and don't cry at my funeral. That kind of shit. Do you know how triggering that is for me? I think about death every goddamn minute of every goddamn day. I worry about me dying or someone I love dying every fucking moment of every day. I don't need another fucking like reminder of that. Okay.
Yeah.
And then the other songs are sad. They're like slow and kind of sad, or they're about like, I didn't know life was worth living until I had a child, kind of bullshit. And I mean, I understand that you, as a dad, you might have those feelings, but I don't need it as the only songs you release.
Yeah.
It's just really complicated, and I'm just kind of disappointed, and I think that's also why I got so crazy into Hosea. Because right now he's just speaking to me on a level. Again, there's a lot of sad songs, a lot of depressing stuff. I choose what Hosea I listen to, and I go with the more sexy upbeat stuff. For the most part, because otherwise I'm sobbing on the floor. Francesca, oh my God, don't even get me started on that one, okay? It makes me sob every fucking time I hear it. So I choose my Hosier very carefully.
Yeah.
But fucking adore him. What were your other ones? You said slow songs and sad songs, and there was something else that stuck out.
Being old and
the whole nostalgia
cringe.
thing.
Like 98 degrees cringe.
Oh, 98 degrees cringe. That's, yeah. Now, if you go listen to WNUT Talk, me and Brandon did talk a little bit about that because I forced that motherfucker to watch these boy band
Oh,
videos
that's right.
and listen to this shit. And it felt really good to me because he used to make fun of me all the time for loving New Kids. And just the idea tickled me so much to force him in this moment in time to have to listen to those things in order to talk to me about them. It tickled me. I had a great time with that. It didn't bug him as much as I thought it would, which is slightly disappointing, but we had a good talk about it. But yeah, oh y'all, okay, I'll include the links because these videos of 98 Degrees making absolute fucking fools of themselves it's beyond cringe. I don't know why no one told him it wasn't a good idea. We're talking about singing Pretty Fly for a White Guy.
Yeah.
They are stiffly walking around. They don't know what they're doing. Kmart dad still looking like that. It's just it is not cute. And it's really hard. Yeah, it's really difficult because, and this was another part that plays into the cringe, is that those were some videos, 98 Degrees doing these songs. To non-boy band goers, they see this old quote-unquote boy band on stage and they're making fools of themselves and they're like stiffly walking around acting like somebody's grandpa. And they're like, ooh, this must be what every boy band concert is like because everybody's taught that they should hate boy bands.
Yeah, yeah.
So when I got really mad when Joaquin was like, yeah, that must be what every boy band concert is like, because it is not.
Yeah, no.
It is not.
Like, check out the Backstreet Boys Sphere concert.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
that's
Insane.
one of the higher echelons of what it can be.
Yeah.
Which is really fun. What I would want way more confetti. Way more confetti. My perfect boy band concert is a shit ton of confetti. A stage that I liked the penis stage for NKOTBSB. It was shaped like a dong, y'all. It had like the circle at the end and a shaft, and then the balls was the main stage, right? But that was great because a whole bunch of people got to be up close and they spent a lot of time walking up and down it, and like that was really cool. It was more immersive for everybody. Otherwise, I want to be front row center.
Yeah, yeah.
I am such a seat snob. It can be so much better. It is so much better, and I don't want anyone walking around thinking that version of 98 Degrees is like what things are like now with boy band shows, because that's not it. Because then they look at me and they're like, you must have shitty taste. Just like everybody said my whole fucking life. That's why it's so triggering for me, because it's like, no, fuck off. This is not... 98 Degrees is not good. Yeah. Other bands are good. Yeah. Other bands are fun. Other bands do a good job. Yeah. Other bands have flexible hips. So...
I was going to try this out real quick. Just a quick love-hate list. I asked AI what are some of the top controversial, like, whatever things going on right now. Which, I don't know, it might even be
too much.
It might not be accurate that these are things that are currently happening, depending on...
Because AI told you? Yeah.
yeah. So
okay, but you just something you're going to throw out and I'm going to say hate or love?
Yeah.
No in between. That's difficult for me.
Yeah.
All right, it's a challenge. I'll try.
Okay. AI generated music.
Hate.
This one has to be old. I don't know. Posting your unhinged meal on BeReal/social media.
I don't know what the fuck any of that means. What? First of all, what is an unhinged meal?
Yeah.
Secondly, what is Be Real? I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I think Be Real fell off a lot. It's that one where it's like randomly during the day they give you like a 2-minute window to like post something, and it uses like both your front and back camera.
Oh God, that's nobody's business. That is nobody's business.
It's because it's about being authentic.
Well, how about you just do that naturally? like that's what I do with Instagram. I'm just being authentic. Like you can just do that without being forced to do it.
Yeah.
That's called not being a dumbass.
Yeah. Yeah. Skipping the intro outro on podcasts.
Love. Hey, our intro's really good, so you should listen to it. But I always skip. I've heard it before, so I don't need to hear it again.
Like these oversized water bottles, like the 40-ounce ones that people just carry around all the time.
Oh,
Water
hey,
bottles.
hey. I think people carry those around so they can look like a baby or they can look smaller or something.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I don't like it. It makes you look like you're carrying your little pacifier bottle around. Just have like a normal bottle. Like it doesn't need to be crazy. And people have these giant old jugs. You're not going to a picnic. You're just carrying around regular. I don't get it. I really don't.
I've heard the argument too. Like, what happens if you get like in a car accident with this giant, especially if it's one of the metal ones? Like if you have a metal 40-ounce water jug
embedded in your chest.
Yeah.
That's not cool. That's not gonna work out well.
No.
You would kind of look like if you survived and it was just always embedded in you. You could kind of look like one of those machines at the hospital, where you get the coffee.
Okay, quiet luxury fashion, which is like really expensive, but it's just like beiges and off-whites.
Oh, hate. Hate. And, even a place like Universal Standard, which actually has really good quality clothes, they've started to have some more colors, but it's all like, it's stuff I imagine people in Iceland would wear. It's all very boxy. It's very basic. There's no frills. There's no, details.
Yeah.
It's all very basic stuff and it's fucking expensive. Like the jeans are now $120 each.
Oh, dang.
And mostly they don't have mid-rise, so now I can't buy them, so that saves me some money, but still. Yeah, all the beige stuff, I don't like it. It's too boring.
Yeah.
I was just thinking the other day how a lot of these US-based sort of detective shows, or even just shows in general, there's a lot of like no accessories, not a lot of colors and stuff. And it's one of the things I love about Lucy Lawless's show My Life is Murder is because not only are they wearing practical footwear for doing detective work and such, which also the UK shows and stuff usually have, and then the US shows they're in fucking high heels. Fuck that shit. I love when they wear practical footwear. And they also, in the Lucy Lawless show, they have really colorful outfits and accessories, and it's just so awesome. And I want personality in clothes. I don't want everybody to just look like cookie dough.
Yeah.
And like blacks and beiges and all of that, like add some color, add some fun, add a personality to that. Don't just be like everybody fucking else.
Yeah.
Ugh. All right.
Leaving voice memos instead of texting.
Love. I'm gonna say love.
Okay, yeah.
Because I feel like it's a little easier to get my thoughts out and explain myself. Also, I like hearing people's tone of voice. For me, personally, that is so important because sometimes the text can sound really sarcastic or rude, but someone's actually being funny or saying it in a different way. And I like hearing people's voices. I don't get to spend a lot of time with my friends or talk to them a lot.
Yeah.
And so, like, when I get to voice message with people, or they send me a message, it not only does it help me get what they're saying better because I can hear their voice and their tone of voice, but it also helps me feel more connected to them because I am hearing their voice. And I feel like you can get more explanation and words out. You don't have to take the time to type everything. It's just a little, it's a little easier. And also I feel more, just more connection there.
Yeah. Did you have to tell your friend Jennifer to like use punctuation stuff because everything just sounded like she didn't care about anything?
Yeah, she would just be like, okay, that's cool. and there was no punctuation or just a period, and I'm like, do you hate me? Am I not supposed to text you? Are you upset with me?
Cool period.
Yeah. And I'm just like, she's mad at me. She doesn't want me to text her. So I had to ask her if it was like, did I do something wrong? Do you not want to hear from me? Because you're not excited ever. It's just a period, and that hurts my feelings. So now she'll remember sometimes. Sometimes she doesn't remember, and now I know, because I've talked to her about it, so I don't take it personally. But she will usually remember to do like a smiley face or an exclamation point or something now, so that I know that she's doesn't hate me from the core for being.
What about ordering food in an app from a restaurant when you're like in the parking lot of the restaurant? Instead of like going in and making the order to go, just waiting in your car and making a pickup order.
Well, I feel like if you went in, it'd probably go faster than if you ordered it as a pickup order.
Yeah.
But, and I don't know if I'm love or hate right now. That's why I haven't said it first, because I did remember. But also, I don't like to be around people like that, so I'd rather just not have the confrontation of having to talk to the person and order it, and just order it on my phone and then go pick it up.
Okay.
That's less confrontation because they know why I'm there and I know why I'm there, and it's in and out. We don't have to have a conversation. I've already looked at everything, and I don't have to stand there looking like an idiot staring at the menu while I try to decide, because it takes me a while. Yeah. So, I get to think about it first. I'll still go to a restaurant and sit down and look at the menu, but I just need more time.
Yeah, I hear you. Filming a concert instead of watching it. Like just
come on.
Sitting on your phone the entire time.
What are you doing with that? What are you doing with that? You know how I feel about this shit. You can enjoy a concert and film the entire thing. But it's probably not going to be the best filming. That's why I have you film it for me, and then I take photos and videos of my own, and also have some time to put my phone down because you're also filming it. Because if say, a Mark Fahili is coming over to the side of the stage, I'm putting my camera down so I can make eye contact or a heart shape or blow a kiss or some shit. And I don't want the camera in my face or in his face. I want to have the connection. I want him to know that I'm present for him. And I still am present when I'm taking photos, but in that moment you get to have a connection if they're looking at you or something.
Yeah.
And if I know that you're right there taking photos with me because you're usually my sidekick, then I don't need to worry about it as much.
Yeah.
But come on, I love taking photos and videos at a concert. I love capturing every moment of everything because I never want to, forget anything.
Yeah.
And I like having those moments documented, and I like to look back at them, and I love trying to capture like a good picture. As a creative person, if I see something that looks cool, like I want to take a picture of it. And try to get the best photo I can of that moment that encapsulates that moment or something, So to me, it's not just like I'm taking photos frivolously and not paying attention to anything. Like I'm doing all of it all the time.
Yeah.
And I guess some people can't do that, but I can. So I love it, but doesn't take away anything for me.
Yeah.
It adds to it because now I also have photos of that moment or whatever. Do I wish I was doing a video when I sang into Donnie Wahlberg's microphone when I was front row center at that show in Portland?
Yeah.
Yeah, because nobody seems to have it on video. And I did a really good job when I sang Remix. I did an awesome job. Donnie fucking loved me.
Yeah.
Is Donnie kind of crazy right now? Yeah. But Donnie loved me, and he said that I have irresistible eyes. Mm-hmm. Donnie said that to my face, and he held my hand, and he wouldn't let me go, even when the security guard was like, let's keep it moving, and I'm like, I'm not going anywhere if Donnie's holding my hand.
Yeah.
You kidding? You step back, sir.
All right, well, let me ask you this.
Okay.
The Joe, mm-hmm. Joe McIntyre concert that we
Yeah, I don't
just
know why you
saw.
called him Joey,
I know.
because I don't do that, and I didn't do it at the show either when everybody was chanting Joey,
Yeah,
Joey. That's not his name. I don't like it.
I know. Sorry. Uh, the latest concert we went to was a no phones concert.
Correct.
Do you think you would have enjoyed it more if everybody had their phones out?
No, I don't think I would have enjoyed it more if everyone had their phones out, because everybody would have been acting a motherfucking fool trying to show off.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
do think the no phones aspect kept the crazies down.
yeah, yeah. I agree.
And it kept Joe more relaxed.
Yeah,
I mean, Joe has always had a problem with being like stalked and looked at and all of that stuff. People, even the marbles, like with his face on it, that freaked him out. Like there's a lot of stuff that happened to him at such a young age that really fucked him up about that shit for a while.
yeah,
And so I think the idea of, not everything being documented and all that just makes him so much more relaxed. In that sense, I think it was a better show because the lack of scrutiny, if you want to say that, makes Joe more relaxed.
yeah, yeah. And I feel like in small venues, I think people are a bit more crazed because they think they can get more personal access when they have their phones and stuff. I feel like in small venues, no phones. Big venues, I don't feel like people have as much idea in their head that they're going to get these personal moments with someone and are going to be trying to like get those to happen.
Yeah, I see what you mean. There has been all of those times, like the people towards the front, especially in like when we were in Pitt for Backstreet Boys, and everybody wants to be right up there, and they want to like turn around and have them pose for a selfie with them
Yeah.
at any given time. Even the new kids, when we were front row, the bar stools for new kids.
Yeah.
They want the new kids to come over and take a selfie with them while the new kids are on stage and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's up, because you can't do that for everybody. And if you do it for one, it's not fair if you don't do it for everybody else.
Yeah.
Just because that person was a fucking cunt and pushy and did stuff they weren't supposed to do, and then you gave in anyway to not look like an asshole. Now you need
Yeah.
to do that for everybody, because it's not fair if you break the rules for that person just because they chose to break the rules.
Yeah.
So I feel like the rules should apply to everyone, and in those particular cases as well. So yeah, I mean, there is definitely joy to be found in things that are not documented and can never be reproduced.
Yeah.
We've come to the portion of the show, and I'm gonna have to get a little bit of refresher here, wet my whistle, because I have a gift for everyone. A true gift. This is the first time that all of these things are going public. But I realized I don't do a lot of my impressions anymore. I used to have a string of impressions. I do a great gospel preacher. Haven't done that in a while.
True.
But I was doing something. I don't know. Maybe I was brushing my teeth and I had an idea about, oh yeah, I used to do this impression. Oh, and I do that and I do that and I do that. Oh, I should try that again, Anyway, it excited me, and I thought it would be a wonderful gift to say thank you for listening to the podcast. Thank you for coming back. Even though we've been gone a long time, we're happy to be here. So what I have for you, what am I presenting to you this evening, is a medley of impressions from the Star Wars universe. So Sean, you have a list, right?
Yep.
He's probably looking at it. I'll just have you read the character,
Okay.
and then I'll try to do all the impressions I can do of that character.
Okay.
And we'll see how this goes. I mean, like I said, I'm a little rusty, but I just thought it'd be fun. And I'm trying to be more me. I love Star Wars, and hey, we'll see what happens.
All right. Impression number 1. Chewbacca. Okay. Yoda.
Do or do not, there is no try. That was pretty good.
Yeah, that was too bad.
I'm proud of that one.
All right, Akbar.
Cha-cha-cha!
Nice. That's good. Luke Skywalker.
Power converters. I'll never join you. No.
It's just always whiny voices.
Yeah, I'm really good at those. But you gotta do what you're good at.
Yeah. Salacious Crumb.
Oh, can we save that one for last?
Okay, yeah.
I feel like that's the last.
All right. How about Ewok?
Yeah,
Yeah, that was good.
that's pretty good.
Babu Frick.
I am Babu Frick.
Darth Vader.
Oh, okay. I am your father. That's pretty good. You know what? I used to do that one over the loudspeaker when I worked at Michael's. When I'd tell everyone that it was time for the store to be closed.
Oh, yeah.
I would do Darth Vader.
Emperor Palpatine.
Okay. I'm afraid it'll be quite operational by the time your friends arrive.
All right, Jar Jar Binks.
Miss, I love you, sir.
Yup. All right, so finally, Salacious Crumb. Nice.
Thank you very much. So there you go. There's some impressions. I hope you are impressed. And that concludes our very first episode back of Hailey, It's Everything. All right, well, it's been fun. You know what? I'm not going to put the pressure on myself to say we're going to do this every X amount of days or whatever. We are going to do it regularly, but what that looks like, hey, I don't know. We're figuring it out. We're seeing what works, and we're having fun with it, and we hope that you do too. Remember to check out our TeePublic store. And we will be hopefully having a new website up very, very soon. And I can talk about that in the future. I hate to say goodbye, but I hate everything. So, bye.